Hey, what's going on everyone? I hope you guys are doing well, and I hope that all of you are having a great day, and thank you for joining me here today for your daily dose of Star Wars. Solo seems to be off to a great start with this marketing campaign, even though we would have liked to have seen footage sooner. I'm very impressed with what we've seen so far. It's much better than I anticipated, and when Ron Howard came on board, my expectations got really high for this film, so they're currently exceeding them, which is fantastic news. This film is all about Han Solo. And while we have Alden Ehrenreich playing Han Solo this time around, Harrison Ford was still involved with this anthology film, despite the fact that he doesn't really seem too interested in it. And here's how. He told Alden to say the following: "Tell them I told you everything you needed to know, and that you can't tell anyone." And when he was pressed about it in an interview, Alden said, "I gotta stick to my orders from the man himself." While Alden may not be able to say anything, Kathleen Kennedy called Harrison after he and Alden met for lunch to discuss the character and the film, and Kathleen said, "It was perfect. Classic Harrison." Harrison told Kathleen that Alden was a good kid, really good kid, in his classic gravelly voice. Kathleen had Harrison read the script for Solo, and after reading it, Harrison gave it his seal of approval and a thumbs up. And Kathleen said, "I think being who Harrison is, there was no way he would step into the middle of this and start trying to dictate." But whether or not he would meddle in the project, it was great that he met with Alden at all to discuss the character and the way Alden would portray him, considering Harrison discussed this very thing with George way back in 1977 for the original Star Wars film. Kathleen clued us in farther by saying, "What Harrison did so beautifully for Alden was he talked a lot about what he remembered when he first read Star Wars, and what George had done with Han, who the character was, and the conversations he had for so many years with George about how the character developed. He gave Alden that kind of insight which was invaluable. There were several times in the course of making the movie where Alden actually would recount some of the things that Harrison pointed out. I think that was really helpful to him. I don't think we should take any of this as anything other than good news. Harrison involved with the project. It's great to see that Alden not only listened to him, but recounted it during the filmmaking process, and not just hearing it once and being done with it. What really stands out to me is that he was recounting it on set and thinking back about what Harrison told him to be true to the character the two of them discussed. And all of that has just made me more excited for this film, and I hope it's done the same for you too. One thing I want to go over once again though is Harrison and Alden did discuss the character and how Alden should portray him at this stage in Han's life. Remember, George and Harrison talked about what kind of character Han should be, but this was when Han was older, a little older than the character we're obviously seeing now, where he's going to meet Chewie and everything like that. So Alden's character of Han is going to be different than Harrison's character of Han, but when we see this on screen and we think, well, that doesn't something Han would do, we have to remember that Harrison told Alden that if he was this age and this was his situation, this is probably the way he would react to it, which really takes away a lot of things that some of the critics are going to be able to say about, well, he didn't really seem like Solo. Whether it seemed like it or not, that was Solo, because he had gone over it multiple times with Harrison Ford. So whether it was Solo to you or to me, it was Solo to Harrison Ford, which means it's as true to the character as it can possibly be. That wraps things up for me here in this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this one. If you want to become a daily coffee drinker, hit that bell down there to receive a notification on your iOS or Android device the second a new video goes live. Thank you guys for watching. As always, keep loving Star Wars, and we'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.